star Nicki Minaj to address the UN about Christian persecution in Nigeria and said there would be hell to pay if the attacks didn't stop. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Jimmy Kimmel says it's been a really great year for fascism in the United States. Jim Roop explains.
The late-night host made the comment on British TV Channel 4 during an alternative Christmas message.
Tyranny is booming over here.
Channel 4 is a public broadcaster that has often picked controversial guests to deliver a counterpoint to the British monarch's message. Earlier this year, ABC suspended Kimmel after he made controversial comments about the Charlie Kirk assassination.
More dangerously cold weather is headed for the Midwest and Northeast. Dana Griffin reports.
There is a winter storm shaping up for much of the Northeast. Forecast of 4 to 8 inches of snow could fall in New York and northern Pennsylvania.
Forecasters say another Arctic cold front will be dipping into the lower 48 states next week, causing temperatures to plunge from Des Moines to Boston starting Monday and lake effect snow in the Great Lakes area. Hundreds of Louisiana National Guard members are arriving in New Orleans at a time when the crime rate is reportedly down in the city. The troops will assist police with security in the French Quarter for New Year's Eve, at the Sugar Bowl, and during Mardi Gras. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is WOON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
It is Coffee Ann here on WOON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us this morning. Yeah, no more bells. It's weird. Feels weird. It should be in my right hand. Ring, 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 ring. All right, I'm Joe Callahan. Thanks for joining us around the Coffee Ann table on this day after Christmas. We'll say hi to Dave Richards. Hi, Dave.
Go ahead. Say hi.
Hi, Dave. There you are. Melissa Murray's here. Hi, Melissa.
Good morning.
And Rich Lane from Post 85 is here as well.
The roost is in early.
Good morning.
He cock-a-doodle-dooed a little earlier than usual today.
A little earlier because we didn't know when Dave was going to take off on us. So we said, Rich, come in.
That's right.
Pull up the slack. And he
Absolutely.
said, sure. I said, sure. Okay. So right off the bat, hope everyone had a Merry Christmas yesterday. We had a nice day off, so that was good. And the Christmas concerts were fantastic. This is one of the first years, Dave, that I was able to catch most of it.
Really?
Other years, just things going on.
Yeah.
And the amount of talent.
Yeah.
With high school kids being able to sing and dance and play instruments, I'm like, wow. And a couple of things amazed me. One was the Burrillville one, because the choir wasn't that big.
No.
Maybe like 8.
Nothing in Burrillville's that big.
I'm like, but they all sounded great.
Yeah.
On the opposite side, I don't know how everyone got into the auditorium in North Smithfield. It seemed like the entire school was on the stage.
Yes.
I'm like, it's got to be packed in there.
Yeah, I don't know what the percentages are anymore, but there was well over 75%. When I heard the figure, this was years ago, well over 75% of the student body participated in some job either in the chorus or the band in North Smithfield.
I'm like, look at the size of this choir. So that was cool. I think it was in North Smithfield where they did something I thought was incredibly difficult to do, and they must have been practicing since September. It was that medley of Christmas songs that they mishmashed. And they started with the 12 Pains of Christmas and mixed in Deck the Halls and Rudolph the Reindeer. You know that song.
Yeah.
And it kept going back, but it was funny.
Yeah,
how they kept going back and forth.
That was the testosterone.
That's right.
They always come up with some. They always come up with some sort of a novelty song. It could be from Straight No Chaser or something like that. I think that one was Straight No Chaser.
But that was just so cool how they did this. And on to Woonsocket. The energy in the room was off the charts because there's that one guy that could sing. Yeah, and I can't remember his name.
And
he wore the antlers and real.
He sung the national anthem. Yeah. At government events.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna know his name. Oh, no, because I'm on the air, I don't want to take a chance.
All right.
Well, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's a guy who you're going to know.
Do you know his name, Melissa?
I don't recall.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
But amazing vocalist.
Yeah. And you just, oh, God, great, some guy's going to come up and sing. But no, this guy owns it everywhere he goes.
But it was real Beatle-esque, the amount of screaming by the girls.
Yes.
In the auditorium when he just started. I'm like, wow. It always
should have been
me,
there, Joe.
I know.
It was special.
And all I could think of, Melissa, was Eddie Murphy doing his stand-up from 40 years ago, just saying, all you got to do is sing. And the girls come a-flocking. And he's got it.
Eddie Murphy didn't sing very well.
No, all he talked about was all you have to do is sing, and here they all come.
I don't know if that worked out for him.
But even Mount and Cumberland, just awesome talent, Dave, and so great. And Dave did a wonderful job, which I thought was amazing in Burrillville, doing "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" without any rehearsal. And I thought, well, what's the big deal, Dave? You're just going to go up there and read the poem, and they're going to be playing in the background.
You had to be able to read music, too.
No, that's right. Because Dave read and then had to stop. And now the band plays. Well, how does Dave know when to start talking again? He can read music.
Luckily, I learned how to read music in school.
Right, because if it would have been any of us, we would have been like, there would have been pauses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
My time to talk. And when do you stop talking? It must have been written out for you. But the ability to read music really helped you out that time around.
Yeah, she gave me the score.
Okay.
And the score had the words in it.
Okay.
And if you look at the video, and you can go look at, by the way, all of our concerts.
Can you go back and see them?
All 5 concerts were up on demand yesterday afternoon. So you can just zip over there.
To the one you want.
Right now, the front page here on the 26th has little logos for each concert, and you can go directly to it. Later on, we'll go back to our new and improved front page, and you'll hit on demand, and then you'll see it with an icon and stuff like that. But they've been up there and ready to play since yesterday. If you go there and take a look at it, you'll notice that I'm constantly moving the papers on the music stand.
Yes.
Because each page would take up maybe 12 to 20 seconds of the show, and you had to keep, because all of the instruments, all of their notes were there, and then the words that I had to speak. It was just so fun. I think somebody else was going to do that, because they've had other people do that in the past. I don't know if something went wrong, but Dowling called me up and says, Dave, I need a favor. He says, well, boy, I owe you about 20 of them, so tell me.
What do you need?
And she says, I need you to do "It Was the Night Before Christmas." I says, I don't think we have a chance to come for rehearsals. She says, yeah, but you've done it before. I says, yeah, darling, 45 years ago I did it before. And I haven't done it since. And I haven't paid much attention while other people were doing it. She says, well, I'm sure you'll do just fine. I'll give you the score. And when I was up there, it was a nervous little Dave, I'll tell you.
Well, you didn't see it. So.
Yeah, I had one little gaffe there. I came in at
the
wrong
small.
point.
That's fine.
Came in at the wrong point.
But it went well, and I'm sure the audience enjoyed it.
It was the
as
first
well.
time I saw myself do it when it broadcast yesterday. Because everything was so busy in the editing, I didn't have a chance to look at it.
And what else was good at the end of every concert? I guess you took the program and you just scanned the program so you can read everybody's name that's in the band and the choirs.
We put the credits
like
up
that.
for all the kids.
Oh, that's great. And everything that's played and so we go, oh, what's coming up next? So that worked out very well. So very happy to see that. But yeah, just the amount of talent that kids have. I'm like, jeez, this is amazing.
This is why we've been doing this since 1979, Joe.
And
we're coming up on 50 years of doing these concerts.
People always say the toughest thing to do is to speak in public. No, toughest thing to do is sing in public.
Oh, gosh.
Because you got to be good at singing in public. And a lot of mostly, it was North Smithville, I think, that was out in the crowd singing amongst the parents. I'm like, wow, that's really, really great. All right, moving on. Dave, do you have a Milk Fund update for us?
I do have a Milk Fund update for you, Joe.
We had the auction, our last auction last week. The whole thing was great.
Before I get to the Milk Fund update, would you allow me to take a little left-hand turn over here? Because our dear friend Gene Biss and Belos Flowers were doing that big basket. And we didn't get a chance to find out on Wednesday who won the basket, and I thought everybody would like to know about that. And that's Lexi D. We don't have a last name.
She didn't put a last name
Lexi D
on
is
the
how
ticket,
she filled out her ticket. Lexi D is from Woonsocket, and we understand that she works here in the city and lives here in the city, and now has to figure out where to put all that stuff that she got on Wednesday. Incredible. And all the proceeds go to New Beginnings, and they're still taking donations at Belo's and giving them to Jean and the folks at New Beginnings, because there's still thousands and thousands of dollars that have to be raised so they can open up first the next year. Congratulations to Jean, etc.
And Lexi.
And Lexi, right. Okay, now for Milk Fund. I have a Milk Fund donation here that came in on Wednesday. I'd like to read this one because we don't have an auction to read it on now. So let's do it on Coffee Ann if you don't mind. From the J.F. Kennedy Manor Association, 547 Clinton Street. Look out for the crosswalk. This was voted on and written out on the 23rd and brought to us on the 24th. And I'm looking at this, a check for $250.
Very nice.
I wish I had bells. But
ring, 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 ring,
yeah.
ring. Excellent. A round of applause.
There we go. From the thanks so much, JF Kennedy Manor Association. And we did get a conversation also on Wednesday saying, how come we haven't been seeing much in the paper? Well, I haven't been seeing any papers at all because of the delivery schedule. We don't get the paper anymore. But I can tell you this, we're working on that, and you will see the donors' names in the call. I was assured by the call they will be printing it. We have records of everything, and they will be printing it. So there you have that. Now let's get to our auction. Boy, was that an auction on Wednesday, huh? Yeah.
Well, overall, the whole auction
huge
production was great, but the last one was
you
terrific.
were the one pushing the buttons. Tell me,
I know.
Production was great.
But it was also efficient. We had the new bid board up, which was great.
I know.
People
We had some
lot of good improvements.
Really invested in some new technology this year.
Yep.
That did not let us down.
Yeah.
Technology can be a fickle ally, but it stood up for us this time around, and we did okay. I would have liked a little bit sharper and clearer pictures. That wasn't possible this year because we took the money into the operational technology, but I think things will be sharpening up for the next time that we do it. But because we could use some new cameras. We've got very, very good expensive cameras, but they're old. And we're just, we put all the new stuff on the truck because we're going out into the field for that. We'll be using them this afternoon for the basketball game. We got 4K cameras today. We're going to do this basketball tournament this afternoon at 4, Rich, for the Boys and Girls Club in Northern Rhode Island. Woonsocket's in the first game with somebody.
Woonsocket and Tolman.
And Tolman, is it? Yeah.
Yep.
And so anyway,
Lincoln in the second game.
And the second game comes in at 6:30. First game's at 4. I didn't mean to give it short shrift. I was just saying that we put when we have money, we usually invest it in the truck and the outside stuff. Here in the studio, we have the hand-me-down cameras. All right, they're the stuff we used to do the concerts with. Here's the deal on our auction. Generally speaking, we had an average day of over $400 sold each day.
Wow.
Now, we're not talking about the gifts that came in.
No.
And Rotary gives us $1,000.
Just the pledges.
Athena's gives us $1,354, and all the rest of these other than the Masons and all the rest of that. We're not talking, not a nickel of that stuff goes into our total. You have to understand that people put together projects for the Milk Fund. And WOON Radio, aside from the fact that we're on the board of directors and all the rest of that stuff, aside from this is where a lot of the money gets done so that 2 people here can count it and the third person at Navigate can count it, make sure all the counts are right. And Melissa works her fingers to the bone doing the Milk Fund deposit. She and Denise do all that. Aside from all of that, our project that we put on is the auction. And so the project is all I'm talking about. So we had an average take each day, some higher, some lower, of over $400 on each auction. The final auction we did on Wednesday, $1,815. That was a little above average. All right? But that wasn't the biggest one. The biggest one was, what day was it that we had the somebody gave us $1,000 for a nutcracker, I think it was.
That's when Garrett and Stephanie and Judy were
Garrett
here.
and Stephanie were here. I'm trying to remember.
16th.
Was it the 16th, you say?
I believe it was.
I have to take it out of the clipboard to find out. Because I think that was just a trifle higher. And it was the highest one for, let's see, that's the 18th, 17th, 16th. Yeah. 1,862 for one auction in 1 hour.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy because of those extra bids. But I did want to tell you what the project did. We already told our volunteers so that they'd know just as soon as we did. And the auction project itself is once again the highest single donation to the Milk Fund Appeal this year. $12,248.
That's amazing.
That's terrific.
Wow. Well, thanks to all you guys, and thanks to the staff, and thanks to
volunteers.
Garrett
Work
Mancieri
really hard.
put together an incredible group of people to help us out with the solicitation, which is the hardest thing. You have a bad solicitation, you will not have a good auction. That's all there is to it. So they did all that. And then, of course, all the bidders and the donors. It's a big community effort. Too many people to even know, never mind acknowledge, and $12,248 on our auction project alone. What's the Milk Fund itself doing? We are saying with some confidence now, we do believe that we're going to do better than last year, and so those numbers will be coming shortly.
And we just have a handful of items still here at the station that need to be picked up.
Oh, the pickup and pay was incredible.
It was great. So this, what do we got, like 20 items maybe left?
No, not even.
Man, not
less
even
than
that.
that. Oh, well, there
Not
you go.
even that. We could fit them all on Melissa's desk, and we don't give her a big desk.
I have a tiny desk.
Well, she's a small girl. We give her, there you go.
All right, so if you still have stuff to pick up, we're here. So
That's right.
Come on down and get it.
And you've got until next Wednesday.
All right, there you go.
4 o'clock next Wednesday to pick it all up.
All right. We're going to take a break here on the Coffee and program. More coming your way, so we ask you to please stick around.
OM 1240.
It's vacation week at Wachusett. There's so much going on. We already have tons of snow and there's more in the forecast.
Create a lifetime of happiness. Bring your kids out to learn how to ski or ride. Discounted tickets.
And everything you need to know is at
Wachusett.com.
It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
ON Radio in Woonsocket.
It's Coffee and on ON Radio on the day after Christmas. Thanks for joining us, Joe Callahan. Now here with Melissa Murray and Rich Lane. And everyone have a nice Christmas? Did they already nice people?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Chill.
Cool.
Just,
Chill.
Yep.
Calm. Not crazy,
chill, not crazy.
Not running around all over the place.
Nope.
Nice, isn't it?
I have largely stopped giving people gifts. The only people I give gifts to are my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, we talked about this earlier, and I think maybe last week, what a huge difference it makes. And it makes it a lot easier to shop local too. So I try to do that. I've been doing that for a long time. No big boxes, just local places. And
cool.
The only other gifts I really ever get is if I go to, I have like a white elephant at a party or something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
Yeah. So that cut down on the stress a lot. And then I don't host. I just kind of show up and eat. So.
There you go.
That makes it. I'm a mooch. Yeah. No, I don't have a place big enough to host anybody.
All right.
So, yeah. Not that I show up empty-handed. I bring dessert. Like I ran to Krakow after on Christmas Eve and
like everybody else.
Got a card and or something.
No, lots of goodies.
Oh, goodies. Okay.
Yeah.
Rich, how are you? Do your granddaughters have a good Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving, good Christmas.
I really miss them. I mean, one now is 15 and the other one's 18. And I miss when they were little.
Yeah.
That's because the way my house is set up is like there's a 6-foot closet between the houses, and there's a door on their side and a door on our side. So I see my granddaughters every day. And and of course we've got, my wife is unbelievable with the ornaments and things she puts out, so you can see the pictures of my granddaughters when they were little. And now you see them come through the door at this age. But it is a lot easier, I will say that, because I remember the 4:30 in the morning, 5 a.m. wake-ups where my daughter would say, "It's time." So we have to run there.
My parents had a strict 7 a.m. minimum.
But,
go back to bed, wait till 7.
That don't happen anymore. But yeah, we had a group of people over. We've done a Christmas Eve party at my house for like the last 35 years. So it's, and my wife in the past used to run a daycare, a private daycare in the home, and now you see these kids were they were 3, 4, 5 years old, or even infants at some time, and of course they're coming back to the house with their parents still for the Christmas Eve party.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, you're seeing them now in their late 20s, and some of them are married.
That's really awesome.
And you sit there and you look and you go, boy, am I getting old?
Yeah, how old am I?
But yeah, it was a great time, and I actually got what I want. I don't know if you guys got what you wanted for Christmas, but I got something fantastic.
All right,
I am getting. I've got a nice riding mower to do my lawn, and it's always a pain to get underneath it to get the blades off, to have the blades sharpened. So, and about 3 months ago, I was looking on the internet, and I actually saw one of those lists where you drive the front wheels on with your riding mower, and it's hydraulic, and you pump it up, and like it lifts the front, so you can get under there real easy. And
I never knew a thing like this existed.
Blades. Yes,
not even in my reality.
Said, boy, that would be nice to have. Because
it sounds like a John Deere kind of product.
Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't. I don't know who made it, but anyhow, I actually. It was weird because we're all sitting yesterday and they're all opening their gifts all around me, and like, I've got nothing yet, okay? And I'm saying, and I'm good. They get angry at me, my family, because I guess every year.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about it.
Are you right?
Yeah, 99.9% of the time I am right. So I'm sitting there the other day, and of course, this lift that I got for the mower weighs a lot. So I'm sitting around, and they've all got their gifts open and everything, and all of a sudden I hear one of them say, "When are we going to go out back?" Because it was on the deck.
Well, right, you can't fit under the tree.
Yeah. So, and then as soon as one of them said that, and I don't know who it was, everybody in the room got quiet and they tried to stare. They started to stare at each other. And I get this big smile on my face. I turn around. I said, "So who's going to go out in the back deck and bring in the lift I get from my lawnmower?" And they all like but it was cool. Like I said, I didn't get any silly ties or socks or anything like that.
Nothing wrong with socks.
No. But yeah, it was great.
All right,
great time.
Well, that's cool. Well, what's bizarre about with my family? I haven't had Christmas yet.
Oh,
because my son lives in Maine.
Okay.
Kind of a drive away, and so and he lives with his girlfriend. So being the parents of the male, we've got to adjust a little more. Mm-hmm. So him and his girlfriend go to her parents' house on Christmas, and then they're supposed to drive down tonight. So we'll actually have Christmas tomorrow.
Okay.
On Saturday. But with my wife and my daughter, we did open. we said, well, it's got to be Christmas, so we got to open something. So we actually opened up 2 presents. So my daughter was very happy with the gloves and mittens we gave her because she mentioned she wanted these because, as soon as October comes and she's walking across campus, her fingers are freezing cold.
Yeah.
And so she was very excited my fingers are not going to be cold as I walk across the college campus, getting from building to building. So she was very, very excited about that.
Did you get you wanted, Joe?
Well, I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
Oh, yeah.
I did get a Boston Bruins baseball cap, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
And because I like the movie A Christmas Story, they saw something out, and so now they gave me a 16-ounce glass with all the Christmas stories, funny lines, like it's a major award, fragile.
No,
that's a great story,
the Christmas story you're talking about.
The movie.
Is that the one where like the
you'll shoot your eye out?
The 2 brothers, and then the father.
Yes.
That's Christmas Story 2. The father's passed away.
Yes.
Okay, because I had never seen it before.
Oh, okay.
But I was watching like the sequel.
Oh, you should watch the first one first.
I know it, but I missed the first one at the end where he's laying in the bed and he's got the BB gun.
That's
across
right.
Yeah. Okay, so I got there right at the end, but the second one where the father
it picks up like 15 years later.
Yeah, and I was laughing like crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic.
You will love the original.
The original
You've got to watch it just for fun. Oh yeah, you'll love it.
I love the bullies. In the second
yes,
one. They come in.
You will love the original.
So it's got a bunch of quotes on the outside of the glass, and but the only thing about the glass is I saw it on the bottom. They said it's hand wash only.
Oh yeah, mine are like that too.
Put it in the dishwasher; it's going to wipe away all the funny lines, and you don't want to do that. So there you go.
That's the price you pay.
I know. So okay, well that's what I'll take care of.
You know what I wanted for Christmas?
What?
Those kittens. I wanted to keep those kittens, but I didn't. I was good. They went to their home. They went to their new Christmas home together. She sent me a video last night. She's been sending me pictures. So, but
they're doing well.
Yep, they're doing great.
Oh well, okay.
It's somebody else's home, not mine. And someday.
Now I know yesterday on Christmas Day, people have to work. And I'm talking, police and firefighters and EMS and doctors and nurses and like that, all the work. But a shout out to these people that also had to work yesterday, and it's the people that work at convenience stores.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like the Little General and things like that, because it happened to me yesterday. Hey, we don't have something that we needed, and I got all the ingredients to make a homemade chocolate cream pie and forgot the cream.
Oh, you can't do that.
I forgot to pick up the Cool Whip. I go, I think Cumberland Farms is open.
Did they have it though?
And I went down there. It was in I started at the wrong end of the
because it's in the freezer.
That's right, but I started at the wrong end. But I went to I looked in the last one. There was no Cool Whip, but they had the you point on with the nozzle.
Yeah.
There were 3 cans left. That's it. So I couldn't have been the only one. So I grabbed one, and now there were only 2 left. And then he said, use by February 13th of 2026. I said, okay, I think I'll be able to fit this in before the expiration date goes. And my wife said, why don't you get all 3? I said, because we're not going to use all 3, and it's Christmas. You're going to leave some for somebody else, okay?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, thank goodness for those people. And it was crowded.
I bet it was
at the store,
because people forget stuff.
That's right. You forget stuff,
or you're just like on your way to your parents, uncles, whatever, and you're like, oh no, I didn't realize I forgot to get gas because I was running around.
Get gas. Need to get a gift card. They sell gift cards.
Scratch tickets.
Right. We're out of milk. We need batteries for whatever toy we bought. We bought and forgot the batteries.
Yeah.
So that's what they were there for, and it worked out very, very.
It's a long night for those folks.
Well. The one I go to, which is supposed to be open 24 hours, no, they closed at midnight on Christmas Eve, and then opened up 8 a.m. on Christmas morning.
Well, that's a nice little break for someone. I know. Why don't you just give somebody the OT and let them go work through the night?
The only thing I could think of was They probably asked for
they didn't
volunteers.
have,
Who wants to work this shift? And well, we don't have anybody. All right, we'll close for 8 hours and we'll come back in the morning. So that's what they went with. So, all right. So moving on, there was some news that was happening over Christmas. Unfortunately, bad news. A person died in Providence. Christmas morning fire in their home on Princeton Avenue happened shortly before 5 a.m. on Thursday, and 4 people were going to the hospital. 1 passed away. 2 are in critical condition.
Wow.
No word on the cause of the fire just yet. Starting so early, I don't know. Maybe they're starting a fire in the fireplace or something for Christmas morning. I don't know. I'm just speculating what might have happened.
Yeah,
or
there's
it was
always
an
a lot of
electrical
fires
thing.
in the winter. With people
They open up
overusing,
They open up the flue for the first time.
Space heaters.
And it's crowded. It's
all
covered
the
up.
creosote's still there. And
Still in there.
Yep.
That's right. So, all right. And we had another man that fell through the roof. Fell through the floor of a vacant mill building in Providence.
Yikes.
They were on Manton Avenue, which is right near Rhode Island College, on Thursday morning. To rescue the man, he fell 12 feet to the ground. Taken to the Rhode Island hospital. He's got serious injuries. They believe the man was homeless and he'd been trapped since Wednesday evening inside the building.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know how they called for, unless he had a cell phone. The site's been turned over to the Department of Inspections and Standards to see what's going on, but they fell through the floor of the vacant mill building. Someone came along and had to call 911 and get him some help.
He was there for a day?
I guess it sounds like he fell through the building, on the Wednesday. And couldn't, I'm stuck under something.
And so cold.
So cold, yeah. That's brutal. So, all right, we're going to get to more fun stuff coming your way, so hang on. And it's time for a look at the forecast, which is being brought to you by Unbound.org and by Compassion International.
Clouds increase today with a north wind up to 25 miles per hour and a high of only 24 degrees. Tonight, snow, mainly after 11 p.m., overnight low of 18 degrees with wind chills down below zero, calm wind, chance of precipitation overnight 80%, new snow accumulation is 1 to 2 inches possible by daybreak. Saturday's weather, another half an inch of snow is possible, mainly before 9 a.m. Cloudy skies in the mid-morning, then gradually clearing on Saturday with a high near 29 degrees, a breeze from the north. Saturday night, mostly clear, overnight low of 14. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 38. Sunday night, we have a 90% chance of rain or freezing rain before 7 p.m., then freezing rain likely between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m., changing over to all rain after 2 a.m. Overnight low Sunday night, 27. Monday, rain, high of 46, 90% chance, breeze from the south. Monday night, 60% chance of more rain likely, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 23. Tuesday, partial sunshine and 30 with a breeze from the west up to 30 miles an hour. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high of 34. And on New Year's Day, partly sunny skies with a high of 27 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, we do have sunny skies, but Melissa, it's cold.
It's cold.
15 degrees, our current temperature. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor, an elder in Guatemala dreams of being part of a community. Reach out and change their world, and it will change your own at unbound.org. And imagine a child in extreme poverty waiting over 365 days to be sponsored. End their wait today. Become a Compassion sponsor. Text radio to 83393.
In a world where good food, friendly faces, and unforgettable memories collide, there's one place that stands out from the rest. Gators Pub is proudly celebrating 35 years of excellence in North Smithfield. Join us at Gators Pub, where every visit feels like coming home. Our secret to success? It's simple. Our super friendly staff and mouth-watering dishes prepared fresh daily by our talented chefs. Sink your teeth into our delectable lunch specials from Monday through Thursday and savor complimentary soup to warm your soul. Enjoy the game day excitement with multiple TVs showing the Boston Red Sox while indulging in classic appetizers like our famous potato skins and pita chips. Looking for a lively atmosphere to watch volleyball games? Look no further. Pair it with our juicy burgers or the latest cocktail creations to elevate your experience. Gators Pub, your ultimate destination for good times and great food. Come and celebrate with us at Gators Pub on Route 102, just a mile before Wright's Chicken Farm. Make every moment memorable at Gators Pub, where good friends and great flavors meet. Remember, there are no strangers at Gators Pub, just good friends you haven't met yet.
Dean Bank has the checking account you need, combined with the personal service that's just not commonly found today. From free checking to one that offers free ATMs across the nation, we have the perfect account to fit your individual needs. Visit deanbank.com for complete details and to open an account online in just a few minutes. All access checking, free checking, money market accounts, and more at Dean Bank, where they want to be your bank. Dean Bank, member FDIC, member DIF.
This portion of the Coffee and program is sponsored by the Valley Breeze newspaper.
Since its founding, the Valley Breeze has been the trusted source for local news in the Blackstone Valley. Our readers and advertisers understand that shining a light on all aspects of our communities and doing it with some of the best local journalism makes these cities and towns better places. We believe that truth should triumph over rumors and misinformation. See valleybreeze.com or any of our 5 editions for more on how you can be part of this local news success story. The Valley Breeze, making our community stronger by telling their stories.
It's Coffee and here on WOON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Callahan, and this portion of the Coffee and program is sponsored by the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce. Well, other things going on. We had a Christmas Eve fire in Central Falls. Did you hear about that one? It displaced 10 people on Christmas Eve. Let's see. First responders reported to a heavy fire on the first floor when they got there on Darling Street. No injuries. That fire also, they're investigating. They're not sure what started that one in Central Falls. The good story is, Melissa, is out of Portsmouth, where the dog was rescued.
Yes, I saw that.
From a pond.
Yep.
On a golf course. You know, they see it, ice. Let's
they
just
don't know.
Run across it. Dogs don't know. So, police were called to the Montop Country Club around 8 a.m. For this would be 2 days ago. Dog fell through the pond, couldn't get out. An officer broke the ice, went into the frigid water, and got the dog to safety.
What a great officer.
Jeez. Maybe they couldn't. The fire department has trained people to go do this, but maybe they couldn't wait.
Yeah.
for the fire department who would come.
Yeah, you
in
can't
the right
wait very
suit.
long. Yeah.
And so, all right, I'll just jump in, grab the dog, and
that's very sweet.
And go change. And so, but geez, it's tough. You never know. You can always reason with a human. What's the dog going to do when you jump into the water? Are they going to attack? They don't know you're trying to help them.
No, but they try to they're not going to attack you in the water, but they'll try to cling on to you. If you ever had a dog that didn't want to be in the water and you're in the water with him and he tries to, they try to dog paddle on your skin.
They do? Okay. Try to get up on top.
I'm trying to help you.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but
that's a good.
Luckily,
that's
he
a
knew
good
what
one.
he was doing. Yeah.
I have fallen through the ice.
Yeah.
When you were a kid?
When I was a kid, we used to go to this park across the street and play ice hockey, on the frozen pond. But the pond wasn't very deep.
Yeah, you could get out of it.
So I'd go and chase the puck would go. And
you only had one, you had to go get it.
Yeah, you had to go get it. You could tell where the ice was thin, but you know how you get to the edge and wait and see if it would crack and everything? Well,
yeah.
I never quite I wasn't that smart. I just go right after it. It happened a couple of times, actually. So I never smartened up.
Didn't your father say, "What's the matter with you?"
And I'd come home and
I'd
be wet from the waist down.
Luckily, it wasn't deep. Oh my gosh.
No. And then
did your mother hit you? What's the matter with you?
They'd say, "What's the matter with you?" And then she said, "Go get changed and go back out. Stay off it.
Stay off the ice." All right. Rich Lane comes in on Fridays to talk about the Post 85. You got a quick little update of what's going on at the Post, Rich?
Well, we still got that blanket drive going on, seeing that it's cold, and from what I'm understanding, we have gotten some the United Veterans Council of Rhode Island, I guess, of Woonsocket, I should say, UVC of Woonsocket. We've gotten some coats together and stuff, so we're coordinating right now with with the commander, Bobby Lafort, and Joe Joino, the head of the United Veterans Council, and we're trying to figure out, how we're going to disperse some coats and everything. So, and like I just said, the blanket drive's still going on. In fact, Melissa just handed me a nice little check here as a donation. I'd love to say the person's name, but sometimes people don't want their names. But anyhow, Melissa just gave me that, so thank you very much for that. And the coat drive's going pretty well. So the blanket drive's going pretty well. So I'm still researching the 250. I'll tell you a little bit about that off of the air because I don't want to embarrass anybody. It's great. It's been a very interesting trying to hunt down who to get in touch with. Let's put it that way. But I'll figure it out. It might involve a road trip to Philadelphia.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. Well, Philly's lovely this time of year.
Yes, it is. But I'm still doing some research on that, and it's almost like I've done. I'm not trying to pat myself in the back here, but it's almost like I've done so much paperwork so far, and it's like to the point where I ain't giving up on this.
You're so much invested.
Oh yeah. It's like
too much.
Now I'm like a dog with a bone.
All right, you're going in.
Yeah. But as far as we just had a Christmas party over at the Post, very well attended, had a great time. And there's really like everybody else in the wintertime and after holidays, everybody's just trying to calm down a little bit. I know tomorrow we're going to be doing breakfast at the Post. So if you're going around to these local breakfast places and you're saying, gee, they're getting expensive, right? Come on down to the Post. We're going to start. We've been serving breakfast on there on Saturday mornings for a while, but we start around 8:30 and we get some breakfast sandwiches. We've actually graduated to omelets.
Ooh.
Okay, good.
Yes. And we serve breakfast down at the Post from 8:30 till 11. So, if you want to save yourself a couple of bucks and come down and find out what we're all about, like I ask people to do, what better time? Come on down, have some breakfast, and myself and the commander, we're both down there. We do the cooking. And, come on down and you can ask what we're all about at the same time and have yourself a nice little breakfast. So they're very inexpensive, very inexpensive. Yep.
Anything going on New Year's Eve there?
No,
Just
very quiet.
Quiet New Year's Eve.
Yeah. We had the big Christmas party, which we had a ball at. But I had my wife came and a lot of the members were there. Had a couple of the local officials there too and stuff. And so we had a really good time.
Excellent. All right, now none of us are medical people here at the table, but I'm going to throw this out there, and then I'm going to throw this story out, and then I'm going to give you I'll throw a question out as well. Up in Boston, there's a warning about a possible measles exposure at Logan Airport. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health says a traveler recently diagnosed with measles flew into Boston on American Flight 2384 from Dallas on December 11th, stayed at the Doubletree Hotel in Westboro overnight, then came back on December 12th to Logan, and he went from Logan Airport back to Vegas on JetBlue Flight 117. Health officials say if you are at any of these locations, the flights, the hotel, Logan Airport, I guess, you should call your doctor and alert the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. Now, the question is, I've been vaccinated for measles. I thought once you get vaccinated, you're all set.
I don't.
I don't know.
So
isn't that the rule?
It depends on your age.
All right.
The MMR vaccine, which was like the big one, like where people have, like a scar from it sometimes, like a round scar. There are certain people who are our age, who maybe didn't get the booster because they were giving boosters and then they weren't and then they were. So if you're in like the Gen X, you might want to check.
Okay.
How about the Gen Old?
Yeah.
Like me.
Well, maybe you want to check too. I don't know.
Like you and I, Rich, we were vaccinated when we were like 2.
Yeah.
And there were never any booster shots for measles. I just said, well, you're all set.
I got my doctor always tells me, did you get the flu shot?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Did you get that?
The COVID shot.
COVID shot.
No.
I did. Something, and knock on wood, which is the top of my head. I'm pretty healthy. The way I look at it, if I don't get sick, I'm good.
You're all set.
Okay. Leave me alone.
They tell you to get the flu shot this year, but the variant, the flu shot vaccine that came out this year. Now there's a new flu variant out that came out after the vaccine came out for this year.
They develop it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and the flu shot won't work against the new variant that just came out. So they said, but still get it because it'll work on the
other
old
ones.
variants. So
you don't want the flu. I mean, I get it.
I've never gotten the flu. Never.
As a kid, never.
Ever. No.
I have.
It's awful.
Yeah, I have, never. And
Yeah.
I got influenza B, which is the bad kind, and I mean, I'm young-ish, whatever. I was like, oh, I had the flu, and they tested me, and I was so sick, and honestly, like I was laying in bed. And I was thinking to myself, this is really tough. It's hard to breathe. I was like, I can see how this could overtake somebody. I can see how this could overtake a child or someone with a compromised immune system or somebody who was elderly. Like, it was bad. Mm-hmm. They got on Tamiflu just in time, but it was still really bad.
It is, and
get your flu shot if you feel like that's something you need for yourself.
Yeah, as a kid, it knocked me out for a week.
Yeah,
it's like you can't do anything. I've noticed these things come along. More of this coming along, Melissa. Up in Boston, there's a family of a woman. The woman collapsed at a Boston nightclub last weekend and later died. Mm-hmm. Okay, the family staged a protest outside the building. The family of Anastasia Morales gathered peacefully outside the Icon nightclub on Thursday.
Okay.
That's just where she was. Now, they claim the club did not do enough to help their family member who passed away. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the Icon Club management says video shows CPR began quickly, EMS was called within minutes, and police arrived after that. Mm-hmm. Police reported that Anastasia was unresponsive and had a heart condition. An investigation is ongoing.
Okay.
And this seems to be the new thing.
That's why we have Good Samaritan laws, yeah.
Yeah. But I've seen it like mostly down in Florida. Have you seen any of these videos where people are they're defending their homes, where they shoot the intruders and kill them, and then the family of the people that died are now suing the homeowner, and their reasoning is, well, they were only there to rob you, and now you killed them, so you're wrong.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about that, but
and this seems to be almost. It doesn't say they're going to sue the nightclub. Right. But it says they're mad at the nightclub for not doing things quickly enough.
I'm sure they're upset with the loss of
the loss of life.
Yeah. But again, that's why we have Good Samaritan laws. It's like when people used to perform CPR, and then you would, you'd break a rib or something, and someone would sue you for breaking the rib for saving their life. That's. You can only do what you can do, right? But if everybody stood around and did nothing.
There was one I saw, and this one was actually thrown out, and you actually have footage of the judge throwing it out, where a man like ran across the street and grabbed a woman out of the way of like a speeding car or truck because she was on her phone not paying attention.
Yeah.
And now she sued him for sexual assault. I guess his hands ended up in the wrong place as he was running across to get her out of the way. And the judge says, you should be thanking him. Bang, case dismissed.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's good that judges are doing that, but they might not. There might be some that say, "Oh, you should get some money for this." So that seems to be the new thing. You sue the person that helped you for helping you. It's just bizarre. So before we take a break, though, Rich, how about this one out of Hawaii? The wife of a prison guard. Now would your wife ever do this when you were a prison guard? Ready? The wife of a prison guard in Honolulu, who allegedly punched an athletic director at a high school in Hawaii, is facing criminal charges for harassment. Jamie Lee Noga was arrested by Honolulu police on December 23rd for first-degree terroristic threatening for alleged threats made to referees during a basketball game. Things are getting nuts. The verbal threats were followed by her husband, Noga's Jr., alleged assault on Moanalua's associate athletic director, Natalie. These Hawaiian names are tough.
Yeah, they really are.
Iwamota. Akasatino is facing criminal charges, and the Department of Education banned both Nogas from all public school campuses for life.
So
why it's a prison guard, I don't know.
So the wife makes the threats to the officials, and then the husband, who's the correction officer, goes after the athletic director.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the story, right?
It's just
Well, first of all, I wouldn't go after the athletic director. Second of all, my wife hates sports.
Well, the athletic director probably.
I don't think I would do it.
Part of the athletic director's job, unfortunately, is to go to the crowd if they're getting on the referees or the players or the coaches or like that, to tell them to shut up. So therefore, your anger switches over to the athletic director. You can't tell me what to do. Unfortunately,
the world's
they
getting
do that.
nuts.
It is.
It really is.
All right, we got something coming up pretty special, and we're going to get to it right after the break here on the Coffee and program. This segment of Coffee and sponsored by the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce.
OM 1240.
Since its founding, the Valley Breeze has been the trusted source for local news in the Blackstone Valley. Our readers and advertisers understand that shining a light on all aspects of our communities and doing it with some of the best local journalism makes these cities and towns better places. We believe that truth should triumph over rumors and misinformation. See valleybreeze.com or any of our 5 editions for more on how you can be part of this local news success story. The Valley Breeze, making our communities stronger by telling their stories.
Have more fun this winter.
Come learn to ski and snowboard with us.
If it's been years since you last skied, this is the perfect place to return to learn.
Then you'll have all season to have fun.
Go to Wachusett.com for beginner discounts.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom. Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hotfoot at thegoodrx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hi, I'm Kevin Callahan. Join Pat Holland and me on WOON for the 52nd Annual Northern Rhode Island Boys and Girls Club Holiday Basketball Tournament on Friday, December 26th at 4 o'clock for the semifinals and Saturday, December 27th at 6:30 for the championship. Cumberland, Lincoln, Woonsocket, and Tolman will battle it out on the hardwood, and you can watch it all unfold on Woonsocketradio.com, ON Worldwide on YouTube, and WOON Facebook page, as well as listen to all the action on 1240 AM and 99.5 FM.
ON Radio!
It is Coffee and on ON. Thanks for joining us. This is Joe Callahan, as we've been telling you, and Rich Elaine's been telling you. Rich, you've been doing your blanket drive, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
But because of the blanket drive going on, Gary Smith heard about it, and so Gary's brought something special in. So tell us about that, Gary.
Well, I had posted on my Facebook page that that we were looking for blankets for veterans, and the Mendon Senior Center. Actually, in conjunction with that, separate from that, the Mendon Senior Center had been collecting blankets, Afghans, all handmade stuff, and they wanted to donate it to somebody. Mm-hmm. And then Sue Tatro here from the Post in Mendon heard about it, or so they asked her if she knew anybody that could use it, and she had read my post on Facebook, and here she is with a bunch of blankets, and I think this is like World War II. Let's all do the scrap drive and get stuff. The community get together and get stuff. So they don't have to be new blankets, folks. They just give us like they did here. They cleaned them and bagged them, and they're gonna serve a great purpose.
Sue, welcome to Coffee Ann.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on in. Thanks for bringing the blankets. How many were you able to collect at the senior center?
Actually, I was on a senior trip a couple weeks ago, and one of the women said, "Hey, Sue, you're the commander of the American Legion in Mendon, do you know any vets that might be needing some blankets? We have some brand new handmade Afghans and would like to donate them to you. And I said, absolutely. I had read Gary's post about doing a blanket drive, so I am more than happy to donate these brand new handmade blankets to the American Legion.
So a few went out and crocheted these or knitted them?
They're all handmade.
Wow.
They're all brand new. They're all been cleaned and bagged and sorted. And
well,
there you go, Rich.
This is awesome. And seeing that we're on the TV, Joe, I'm just going to pull one out so that people can see.
Okay, pull one out of the container that they're in.
And things just kind of click together.
Yeah,
how many blankets are we talking about?
I believe there's 5 there.
5, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really nice. There's all sorts of different colors in there and everything like that. But I tell you what, it's nostalgia for me because my grandmother used to do that.
Yeah, they're all.
But yeah, I got to sit down here and
you kind of show it to the camera.
All nice, they're all nice
and nice and warm.
Everything's very, very nice and. This might go. I might be homeless like for.
There you go.
Just
thank you so much. And let me tell you something. The nice part about this is that, look, and I was just talking a little bit with Sue before we went back on the air, and like in Woonsocket, for instance, we're the last entity of a VFW or an American Legion post. American Legion Post 85, because the MVET 7 just closed their doors over on Social Street. So, we're a dying breed. So, to have you here, what Gary said, Sue, and to coordinate with people and just to get these, what a help. We got to help each other in order for us to survive.
Exactly.
Right?
And things just clicked. I read his post.
Yep.
I was on the senior trip with the senior center, and they said, "Hey, Sue,
there you go.
I have some blankets," and I.
So did you contact Gary?
I contacted Gary and said, "Hey, I have some blankets. If you could just give me a call."
And one thing I would like anybody out there listening, if sometimes they're extremely hard to find, but if you know of any homeless encampments, or there are veterans that are at, call the American Legion post and let us know. Because a lot of times these homeless veterans that are living in these outdoor encampments, they don't want to come forward. Mm-hmm. And if you go to the place that the encampments are at, if they don't know you, if they don't know your face or your vehicle or anything like that, they run, they go away. Mm-hmm. And I know that from personal experience. So you have to. I know there's a gentleman out there that had come when we were doing the coat drives a couple of years ago, and he was telling me they recognize my van when I come down the road.
So they don't run from you.
So they don't run. Mm-hmm. So at that time we had a bunch of like socks and jackets and coats and stuff like that we gave to him because we knew he knew where he was going. He knew these people would stay. But the phone number at the post is 401-766-7585. So call down there and say, hey, look, I know some homeless veterans, and just have them come. And if you're listening out there on the radio and you are a homeless vet, come down to the post. We'll help you out.
All right.
No problem at all.
So the people must start like in the new year when they to make new blankets.
Oh, they make them every year.
Yeah, but do they start in January? Does it take a whole year to crochet these things together?
I have no idea because I don't know really where they donate them to. But there is a like a knitting club.
Okay, so they
and
just
they
get
sit
together.
There, one day a week, and they make all types of things: scarves, hats, blankets.
That's an amazing thing. If you ever watch a knitting club, they'll have conversations. They're not watching their hands. And they can still keep, click, 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 click.
Absolutely.
And look what they create while they're doing. It is magic, Gary. that they, because I used to watch my aunt do that. I'm like, how?
I'm a knitter and crocheter. So
then you know what I'm talking about.
I appreciate
how
all the work that goes into that.
Yeah, how one side of your brain makes is concentrating on what you're making, while your other side of the brain is carrying on a conversation about how lousy the Bruins are playing. Rich.
That's why it's mostly women that do this, because we all know men can't multitask. My wife tells me all the time, you can't multitask.
We can crochet if we have to, but that's it. That would be the one activity we're working on. Don't ask me about anything else. Yeah. Don't bother me, kind of thing. But that's great.
So I got one thing I do want to share with Sue, though, is that I don't know if Sue, if you folks have heard, and I don't know if Gary's even told you about our Veterans Courtesy Car that we run out of the American Legion Post.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you think I never heard of it before?
Well, Gary started the whole thing out with or Imperial Chevrolet with Kevin Meehan, and basically got us a car donated. And long story short, we went from the car to now we got ourselves a SUV, and so what we do out of the American Legion Post 85 is that if it's a veteran that is in need of a ride to their VA medical appointment or private medical appointment, all they got to do is call down the post, American Legion Post 85, and I have a pool of 12 drivers.
Nice.
So I'm the duty officer. So the veteran will call down the post, say, "This is the date I need a ride," and if that date is open, I schedule that date for that veteran to get a ride. We pick them up at their home. We take them to their medical appointment. We wait for them at their medical appointment, and we bring them back home, and it's all free of charge.
Oh, how nice.
So I'll make sure you got the telephone number for our post and pass that on to your veterans over at the over in Mendon, and
they'll go up to Boston, right?
Yeah, we go.
So we travel all over.
It isn't where the veteran is going as much as the pickup area. We try to stay within like a 10, 12-mile radius of Woonsocket, because I don't need. We don't want to drive all the way down to
Philadelphia.
Or down to Coventry. And back up toward Providence. But if you're within a 10 or 12-mile radius, and of Woonsocket, we'll provide that service for you. So and it's worked out real well for the last 3 years. So.
Very nice.
All right. Yep. Well, Sue Tatro, thanks for coming in.
You're very
And thanks
welcome.
for bringing the blankets for Post 85.
Thank you so much. It's going to
go to. Worked out.
Yeah, we're going to keep some veterans warm.
Things just connected.
That's what it's all about.
That's right. And thanks, Gary, for
organizing
it. I guess. Yeah.
And real quick, I know you're going to close out here, Joe. But Gary, I can't thank you enough. You've done so much since I've come on the radio. Gary helps veterans. That's about as plain and simple as I can put it. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
It's the very least we can do, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, that'll do it for the show today. Thank you very much for listening in. Have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday, and stay tuned for, do you remember, Gary Smith and the crew, and Steve. Oh, great. Steve will be here. He's coming up as well here on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says the U.S.